Two old rivals ready for action. One team looking for revenge, the other looking for a return. It's the top talent, the best teams, the biggest stage, an opportunity to move on to the next level. Who will make it to Vero Beach for the championship? It's the Nike RBI Central Regionals from Kansas City as Chicago and Indy get ready to square off in Kansas City. Two old.
It is brunch time baseball here in Kansas City at Motley Family Field at the Kansas City Urban Youth Academy. James Verrett, along with three-time All-American and former captain of Team USA, Christian Colon. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. This has been an awesome weekend of really good baseball.
We're having the rematch of last year's championship game in the Central Senior Division between the Indy RBI team and the Chicago White Sox senior team. It was the Indy team that won for only the second time in their history against the Chicago White Sox team, made it all the way to the World Series final and lost on a pass ball. Their head coach, Coach Boggs, John Boggs, says that they have some unfinished business, and for the White Sox, who will have their first at-bat, they are on a revenge tour.
Yeah,
so
they've done an amazing job getting up to this point too. Just relentless with their offense. You know, that's the theme here with the White Sox. They don't give any at bats away, and you know, they're coached really well on both sides. Yeah, it'll be a fun game to watch.
And our pitcher to start is Jaden Norris, and called strike to even the count at one apiece. And when I asked Coach what kind of pitches he'll pitch, he said gas. He's been clocked at 95 miles an hour. And our first batter, Jaden Hawkins, right now has his work cut out for him. And that one is low and inside to make the count 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell he's got a really good arm, gets down the hill really nice. And, you know, he throws hard. Now, the key is going to be spotting that velocity, you know, in and out, up and down, especially with this you know, relentless White Sox offense.
And it looks like the coach for the White Sox wanted to check to see if the ball hit Hawkins, and it did not hit him, so count is 2-1. And that one is fouled off.
The hitters for the White Sox, they're looking at Watkins at bat right now, and they're thinking, you know, we better get our swings ready because he was late right there, and they better get ready to get the ball out front.
That's outside. Makes the count 3-2. We talked about it in our junior division game. A lot of the White Sox have a happy bat. They're moving it around, but when you got a guy throwing 95 miles an hour, you got to get it in the barrel and ready to go.
Yeah, you got to have a stopping point, James. At some point, you got to stop that wiggle and lock in on what you're swinging at. It just becomes harder to be moving as you're trying to hit a really good fastball coming in.
And Hawkins earns a walk.
He's pumped up right there, you know, looking at his dugout, letting them know, hey, we got this, you know, let's go. Just a lot of energy early in the game right now.
When you have a guy that has a lot of power like Jordan Norris at the mound, how important is it to get him to try to tone it down to get the ball in the strike zone?
Yeah, that's it. That's the game plan, especially for these White Sox hitters, is let's get him in the zone and let's make sure we're not chasing and helping him out.
First pitch called strike. Quickly throws it over.
And that just shows really good feel by Norris, making sure when he feels that hop from that base runner, that he picks over. And sometimes, nowadays that's what they're doing a lot. These runners, they just do a hop and take off.
On the outside corner, called strike, so now it's 0-2.
I have a feeling this game will be a low-scoring game because of what it means, this last game, championship game, and also the really good arms on the mound. Run prevention is really what wins you ball games, pitching, defense, and timely hitting. But just mainly if you got a good pitcher and you got good defense, you have a chance.
Balk is called on Jaden Norris.
Chris was right on that. Again, umpires have been on that all tournament long. And any slight movement, once you come set, it's a balk.
And that's something that when you're as a professional, they're going to get you right away.
Oh,
they're going to stop that right away. And in high school, it's sort of willy-nilly. Some umpires will, some won't.
Yeah, it's kind of like I joke because my daughter is 9 years old playing basketball, and she travels with the ball here and there, but the refs don't call it all the time. And so, Chris was right on that right there. It looks like another balk being called here, and this is not good when it, giving free bases like this in this game.
So now 2 balks. So those pitches did not count. And now the catcher is going to talk to his pitcher to try to get him.
Norris here got to settle down, just not let this affect him right here. Just, you're a little bit pumped up. It's a championship game. It means something. And so, maybe he's just going through the stop sign a little bit right now. Just calm down. You still got a chance to get out of the inning, with no runs. So just make pitches here.
Runner at third base, 0-2 delivery from Norris. And this one will go over to the second baseman, and they will secure the first out on the pop fly.
That's a good job by Norris stopping the momentum there, making a good pitch, and keeping that run right there at third base.
Mac Moore with his first at-bat.
Mac Moore is one of their hitters. It's really good. It's hit the ball really hard all weekend long, and as you can tell, Mac Moore is physically gifted as well.
6'2", 195, and I think they're undersizing him as 6'2".
Yeah.
He may be about 6'3", 6'4". And it looks like he did go for that one for a called strike.
And I believe all tournament, this group, the White Sox group, they haven't seen an arm like this. So this is a challenge for them.
Good stop by the catcher to keep that one in front of him. 2-1.
Very nice block right there.
2-1 pitch. Good job of painting that one by the catcher to even the count at 2 apiece.
When you are a pitcher and you're behind in the count and you're able to spot up right there to get back in the count with your fastball, that's going to keep you around for the entirety of the game if you could do that.
That one goes into foul territory and out of play, into the bullpen.
Not a bad idea right there to let that ball go foul. That way this guy didn't score the run from third. But, again, really good approaches by the hitters here, just making them throw pitches, especially with the good fastball like Norris has.
2-2 pitch. Now, it looks like he's having a little location issue, but when you got a batter that tall, it shouldn't be that hard to find the zone.
Yeah, it's a lot easier than having a smaller target, for sure.
There it is, and that is a shot over to left field for a base hit. 1 run will score, and it's a single for McMore.
And as we've seen the whole tournament, leadoff walk turns into a run.
And here comes the big at-bat, and this young man is a star that is rising, Brock Hamilton. He came from the junior team. This is his first year in the senior division, and he's taller than McMore. And some people may say he may be a better at-bat. And this one is fouled off for strike 1.
I mean, you see the size of this kid, and once again, it just reminds you he's a lot taller than what they put him down as, but it reminds you of a young Jordan Walker. These kids, like, not a lot of movement, good approach, powerful.
6'4", 220. That's what they have him listed as. And he is in the class of 2028. So who knows how much taller he'll get and how bigger he can become.
Yeah, how much more he can learn from everything he's doing. Like, he almost hit a homer yesterday. Impressive. That was a close pitch right there. I think they both wanted it. Norris, he was looking around like that's right there. But Hamilton gets another pitch.
Being a former AA manager, when you see a body type like that, is that the kind of guy you want to see coming into your clubhouse?
I would love to have every kid be that way, and I will pay attention to a kid that big and that athletic, but they come in all shapes and sizes in baseball, and that's what I like about it.
Correct.
Good baseball players come in different sizes, but the potential you got with these kids is, this kid could be an all-star, for years to come.
He also plays defensive end in high school.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, and might have a future there too. But the discipline he shows as a hitter, he is a power hitter, but he's not chasing a lot.
The 3-2 pitch coming from Norris. Swing and a miss, and he gets his first K of the day, and that is an impressive K going up against one of the hottest bats in this tournament.
Yeah, just strictly power versus power right there.
Mikey Watson.
Not a bad at bat by Hamilton. Just got overpowered right there on that specific pitch by Norris.
Next up is Mikey Watson. And I don't know if too many people eat Czech cereal, but you know what they say, give it to Mikey, he'll eat anything.
No doubt. And, I think seeing him play for now twice, saw him yesterday, he's another kid that's super athletic and makes a lot of good things happen on the baseball field for his team.
And we don't know what his diet is, but we know he likes to eat baseballs as he hits that one over the right field and gets a single to keep this inning alive for the White Sox senior team.
Yeah,
So you give it to Mikey.
Yeah, really good, really good. He's athletic, stays through the ball nice right there.
Number 13, Shaden Ibarra.
But that's the approach with this offense. They're going to take here. It's the fastball is hard, so we got to stay middle of the field, drive it right center. If he hangs a breaking ball, we can pull it. You know, this turned into a kind of a longer inning that Indy wanted. You know, I think especially with when you got a guy that's throwing that hard and it's hot, they really haven't thought about a hydration break here. Indy probably won one.
And a good shot by Jaden Ibarra over to left field. And the catch is made to get out of the inning, but not before one run scores. And we'll get to the bottom half of the first inning as we have a 1-0 lead as it's a rematch. Indy, Chicago, Senior Division, punching a ticket to Florida. Stay tuned. Bottom half of the first inning, we've seen the bats come alive a little for the White Sox senior team. And now we'll see what they can do on defense as the Indy bats have been consistently hot this entire tournament. And they'll go up against Christian Lott. He stands at a nice 6'4", 225. He is committed to play baseball this fall at Southern University in Baton Rouge. And up to bat now for Indy is Tyler Denny.
Yeah, here that's what the White Sox do. They score early, and then they just kind of wait, and then they put a big inning on the board.
Lott has a fastball, too. Good job by the center fielder, and he makes a nice slide and grab. Jaden Hawkins with the catch.
You know, Indy, they're ready to hit. They're not afraid of the moment at all.
Hudson Stewart.
Really nice shot right there by Denny. Line drive up the middle, but even a better play by the center fielder there.
Hudson Stewart, his younger brother, plays on the junior team. And now another opportunity. Left fielder comes over and makes the play. Good job by the center fielder to yield to his left fielder to make that grab.
Indy being aggressive here.
Shortstop number 24, Jaron Miles.
Yeah, Indy being aggressive, you know, trying to make something happen. Really nice swings from both of their top hitters.
And for Mr. Miles, his first at bat. And a lefty. Called strike.
Pretty good velocity here, too, on the mound. Downhill angle. Really good.
And a called strike on the outside makes the count 1-2. Two outs. Had two fly balls. This one is fouled off.
Really nice looking swings. If you're the White Sox here, all you need is to get right back in that dugout and have a shutdown inning.
1-2, two outs. Pitch coming to Miles. And a called strike three. Good pitch by Christian Lott. Left Miles handcuffed as they go 1-2-3. So we go to the top half of the second inning. It's 1-0 in favor of the White Sox. Another team looking to repeat, one team looking for revenge. Stay tuned. Top half of the second inning, 1-0 is your score. James Verrett, along with new high school head coach for McDonald County High School in southern Missouri, Christian Cologne. You're going to be a rookie all over again.
That's right. And, James, it's funny you say that because I've already had the coaches there kind of let me know, hey, this is a little different now than what you've been used to. But, man, what a great opportunity for me and my family. And, just getting to know the kids. Got a great set of coaches, there. The AD of the school was a baseball guy that played there. And so it's an exciting time for McDonald County High School, not just for me, but for the whole entire athletic department. We're excited to take on this year.
This is fouled off by Mario Medina, his first at-bat of the day. So at what point do you bring the World Series ring out? At what point do you not tell everybody that you played a number of years in the majors? And at what point do you use your major league card?
That's a good question. But it's funny going into it. The kids really sold me on it because there was rumblings and rumors about me trying to maybe, accepting the job and mainly all the kids being from the area.
Great job right back at the pitcher, Jaden Norris, and he gets the out. Great defensive play by him.
Yeah, lined right back up the middle. You kind of don't know how hard it's hit, but he's kept his composure and really got a good catch right there.
Now batting the left fielder, number 16,
Hayden Gamboa up next. Now continue on with your story.
Yeah, just the fact that they were so excited about having me there really sold me on the place. They kind of knew who I was just because close to Kansas City. And it's funny because I show up and the kids are like, oh, my favorite player is Christian Colon. And I'm like, you just saying that. You just saying that so you can get some playing time or something. But, no, it was they brought some baseball cards and stuff, and, I signed them. And it was just cool interaction. And, I realize I have a great deal of responsibility with the kids now. They're hanging on every word. And I told them, look, I don't know it all. I'm here to also learn with you guys. And so.
And goes through the legs of Tyler Denny. And I think they'll categorize it as a base hit for Gamboa. Maybe an error.
Balls hit hard. Not necessarily routine play there. I think the glove got stuck, and it just found a hole there. But look for Gamboa to run because he's athletic. He's athletic. They're looking to run. He's going to get to second base here.
Now a lot of people don't know in professional baseball, can you appeal an error to the official score?
You used to be able to do that. I think they kind of stopped that.
They stopped it?
Yeah, they stopped it because they had some incidents, where it'd get kind of feisty in there,
Yes,
and,
yes.
But ball players need to figure out a way to overcome a lot of things that you can't control. And really, all of us see the game from a different angle,
Fly ball over to Denny, but the right fielder runs up and makes a play. Good job by the second baseman yielding to the right fielder because you always want the guy coming in to make the play rather than the guy going out.
Really good play right there, being able to call that ball.
And that was John Wells Henderson on the catch.
Jaden Hawkins.
And now we're going back to the top of the order with Jaden Hawkins.
Hawkins is another spark plug to this team. He gets on base and good things happen. As we saw with your junior division, when Boykins gets on, they go.
First inning, he had a base on balls. He made it all the way home with a base hit from McMore. Throwing down and goes through, and good job by Gamboa not to try to go to third.
Right there, Miles kind of looked like he was late getting to second base on a steal. Catcher still threw a really good ball. Matlock threw the ball well down there, but Miles was just a little late to the base.
1-0 pitch now coming from Norris. And a good shot by Hawkins gets through for a base hit. Gamboa trips, and now he's able to make it on the pass ball.
That really developed as a really good play all around until, they had a cut situation, and he had him really out at third base. But unable to play catch right there. The ball gets by, and they just steal a run there. Tough break.
And right now, the other Coach Boggs, the son, is coming out. He's the pitching coach. He's going to talk to him, try to let him know what the defensive situation is and make sure that his pitcher is already calm and ready to go.
Yeah, I think it's, again, another good time to take a break here, slow things down. Let's just not let this inning get out of hand. You know, and mainly that's what you see is just kind of getting them to laugh a little bit, maybe crack a couple of jokes, get them to relax a little bit. It's all about taking that momentum.
Now batting the shortstop, number 22, Gavin Jones.
So now Gavin Jones with 2 outs, 1 run already scored in this inning. He has an opportunity to keep the inning alive for the White Sox seniors. Runner on second.
James, if I'm Norris, I'm kind of looking here to not give in. Not give in to these left-handed hitters as we see, you know, they're seeing the ball well off of them.
They're definitely seeing it well, and that ball was a little low for the catcher to try to bring up. So it's 1 ball coming now to Gavin Jones. Gavin Jones is one of the guys who has made the transition from the junior team to the senior team, and it's worked out well for him.
Yeah, they got a good system going on.
That one hit the inside corner for a strike. It's 1-1. 2 outs, runner on third. The delivery from Norris. Outside makes the count 2-1. Jones trying to keep this inning alive for the White Sox seniors. Norris trying to close the door. Shot over to first base. Good stop by Fernandez, and he will nicely touch first to get out of the inning. And another run comes in for the White Sox seniors. It's 2-0 as we go to the bottom half of the second, waiting to see if the Indy Bats can come alive. Stay tuned. We're back at live action, bottom half of the second inning. 2-0 is your score in favor of the White Sox senior team. And up to bat now is Riley Matlock. We do not have the theme music, but he is trying to solve the mystery of Mr. Lott to see if he can get on base and get out of the batter box purgatory known as the box.
Yeah, that's right. Christian Lott doing a good job. Getting ahead in counts. I mean, again, this is what the White Sox do. They grab the lead early on, 2-1, 2-0s, 1, and then they put you away. So if Indy can score here and make it a ball game.
And that one is wide and outside. And, if I told him, I'm like, yeah, you're like Matlock, like the attorney. He'd be like, huh? What?
Yeah, what?
What?
Yeah.
Who? And now the series, it's a lady who's Matlock. So, he may not watch that. He's like too many old people in that one. I don't know.
We're considered old, but
Right.
now it's this generation. They don't really watch a whole lot of things because they got highlights.
They have phones.
They have highlights. Yeah,
Yes,
they don't have
yes.
to sit there and watch
Watch
the
the
whole
whole
entire thing. They can just what was impressed, what was good about it, what was bad about it, impressive. All right, that's it.
You just want them to be quiet while you're watching something.
Oh, no doubt.
That's
No
all.
doubt. And,
That's all.
I got all them babies at home. And,
Yeah,
it's hard to watch anything.
I'm watching the news. What? What are you watching?
They will, yeah. My girls at home, they want to watch whatever. I'm trying to watch baseball or like some kind of sport, and they're like, Dad, please give us a remote. We just want to watch something else. It's not sports.
Yes. And if you're watching that, they're like, oh, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, they don't
Anything.
sit by you or nothing. They're just doing their own thing.
3 balls, 2 strikes now. Time is called by Matlock. Matlock is taking his time.
Yeah,
He's waiting for someone to come into the courtroom with some late evidence. And the pitch from Lott. And called strike. The evidence didn't come in time, and Matlock is headed back to the deadlock.
Yeah, that's pretty good right there. I mean, that's kind of a back and forth, on the timing. You got Lott's allowing him to get in, but he wasn't looking at him. And there's a lot of step-offs, but time being called. But ultimately, he came in with a fastball in the outer half, and, that was it.
John Wells Henderson, 3 names fast, and that's a ball outside by Lott.
And the shoes are fast, too.
Yes, I like the
green.
shoes. Lime. I can't wear that in Walmart green.
Yeah. You can tell he's got some speed, though.
Big feet. Swing and a miss by Wells Henderson.
He had a really good play in right field coming in, calling that guy. Yeah, like his baseball IQ is there. Facing some velocity here.
And that's on the outside, makes the count 2-1. Now, as a coach, I know in the minor leagues, was there freedom to express yourself with the color of your shoe? And in high school, are you going to be a color freedom coach or more uniformed? A swing and a miss.
I've been asked that question, and that's a really good question because when I grew up in the game, especially in the minor leagues, the Royals, we all looked the same. Pants up, stirrups, black cleats. And it was just very organized, and it was.
And another K, and the shoes don't help John Wells Henderson as he gets a strikeout, 2 consecutive strikeouts by Christian Lott. Just like the Bible, Lott has a lot of stuff, and he brings a lot of stuff to the table.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really good right there. Again, he's keeping them in check, throwing good outside pitches, and then a breaking ball right there froze the hitter. But going back to your question, I grew up in the game wanting to express myself a little bit more than I did, but the rules were in place, and you got to follow the rules. I think moving forward, I'm going to allow my players to wear whatever they want as long as I feel like colors match the uniform.
Okay.
I think you can wear all the swag in the world. I think when you start getting into the lime greens and colors that really aren't going with your team colors, then that's where it gets a little bit out of hand, in my opinion. But, fortunately for me, my guys at McDonald County High School, they're really good about it. They don't really take it to that extreme. But nowadays, I'm going to worry more about things that we can control as a staff and kind of let them be themselves. That's but it's a hard line. It's a fine line that you got to walk.
1-2 pitch. And another one, 3 consecutive strikeouts by Christian Lott, who has a lot of stuff with him on the mound. We come back, we'll see if the White Sox senior team can add on. They have a 2-0 lead. You're watching live baseball from the Motley Family Field, KC Urban Youth Academy. This is the Nike MLB RBI Central Division Senior Championship. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I can hear it in my ear.
Can you say test and see if they hear you?
Testing. I can hear myself.
Oh, he said he can hear himself.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Leading off for Chicago, the right fielder number 21, Jaceres Mackmore.
2-0 is your score as we go to the top half of the 3rd inning. Jaceres Mackmore, and don't call him the Mac. He's Mac and more.
That's really nice.
That's funny.
That's
funny.
And call strike.
I can see this kid right here has got really fast hands. He has hit the ball really good and got them on the board early with that base hit to left.
And he's 6'2", 195. Now, I will say this. If he was further south than Chicago, he may be on the basketball court or on the football field.
No doubt.
Not in the batter's box. But in Chicago, they got a lot of 6'2" guys that can play basketball. So I think he may have made the right choice.
Yeah, I think so too. And, you know, he looks the part. He stays calm. You can see he doesn't have a lot of movement. But he just covers the whole entire box with his frame.
Well, he's 6'2". His legs look like he's spread them out so wide, but he's 6'2". That's a good stance for him.
Yeah. No doubt. And this is where we got to now – this is what the White Sox do. You know, they take the lead early on, and now middle of the inning, they kind of just put it on you. So look for Indy to really stop that momentum here.
Hits that one high, and it will go foul beyond the bullpen. Count is now full at 3-2. We'd like to welcome everyone who is logged on and watching our stream here live from Motley Family Field at the KC Urban Youth Academy. Denny gets it over to Fernandez for out number 1.
If Norris can get through these top 2 guys, look for them to really close out the inning here and get back in the dugout, you know, and start their offense.
The young big bat in Brock Hamilton had a very good day yesterday. Has a good tournament overall, his first year in the senior division. And he has been tearing it up in this tournament.
Yes, he has, and not just with soft hits, hard hit balls. He's been right on every pitch, and you can see here he's struck out last time in a fastball, and this time he's coming in aggressive, ready to go.
And he's 6'4", 220, class of 2028. As they say, he's just a baby. They called that one a strike to make it 0-2.
Yeah, that's I'm very, very impressed by his athleticism, especially how big he is.
And he's going to
That was a
foul
good
that
pitch.
one back to stay alive in the at-bat. Temperature is starting to rise.
Yeah, we'll probably see a lot more hydration breaks here coming up.
We're 89 degrees, and they say it feels like it's 94. And with the turf, most likely 104. And he fouls that one off. Almost hit his teammate, Mikey Watson. Mikey says, I'm not ready to eat that yet.
Yeah, he's that was a check swing right there. And it went right to Mr. Watson over there.
Still 0-2. He has fought off about 3 consecutive pitches. Time is called. And we want to see if our umpire chief, Chris Irwin, can you hear me? Okay,
Absolutely.
he puts his hat up. He can't hear me.
That's a good pitch.
And that one is a little
take.
low for ball 1. And
Good
it's
take.
very obvious. He is so tall at 6'4". You can see where his knees are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that right there might have missed down a little bit, but they wanted it. You know, that those are the pitches that you know they're close. Again, that was a really close pitch to take. Really good job overall.
1-2 pitch. And this one goes over to Denny. Throw, and he gets out of it for out number 2.
Norris, that was impressive by him. You know, missing not by a lot, but also staying aggressive. You know,
Now batting the third
tough
baseman,
part of the
number
lineup
24.
here.
Mikey Watson.
So Watson able to get on base with a single last time up, and that was in the top half of the first inning.
Good pitch.
Mikey trying to see if he can get a second hit of the day. One-0 delivery from Norris, and that one is low to make it 2-0.
So even with 2 outs, excuse me, third baseman's playing in. You're not giving anything away here. You can't afford to have a base runner on because they get on second immediately.
Called strike. Makes it 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss to make it even at 2 apiece. It seems as though both pitchers are starting to find their stride.
Yeah, they really are, and you know, really impressive job here by Norris. Through the middle of our lineup, the good part of the lineup, just, you know, getting in there. It's starting to get high, and they're losing a little bit of focus. I think he thought it was a strikeout. He was walking.
Hey, winner right here, best pitch.
He was walking away there, but you know, they're just 3-2 count now. You know, we got to keep him off the base.
Full count, 3-2, 2 outs. Trying to get out of this inning unscathed is Jaden Norris. Fouls this one
Hands
off.
up!
And Mikey stays alive. He says, I had one serve and I'm trying to get another.
Best pitch of the day here, 1-8. Come on, kid.
That's right.
Come on, Jaden.
Mikey wants to eat.
Don't let him get on base. Again, he's a guy that looks to steal and creates, you know, a lot of chaos on the bases.
Pitch from Norris.
Oh.
Called
Yes, sir.
strike 3, and
Yes,
that
sir.
was good on the inside corner. And that is the
Lucky.
second K of the day for Jaden Norris. 3 up, 3 down.
Look.
Go the White Sox seniors as we go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Indy has some work to do with their lumber as they trail 2-0. Stay tuned. Chris, can you hear me? Chris, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Wave your hand. Oh. Can you hear me, Chris?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can't hear Chris. Can you guys hear him? I can't hear him. Oh, he turned me off? Okay. I just need to know if he can hear me. But I can't hear him.
Hey,
count to 10,
hi,
Chris, if you could, please.
Hi, Mom.
He's saying hi.
But I can't hear his answers.
How far are you listening?
10 minutes.
Hey, Bozo!
All right, bottom three.
Hey, keep working,
Leading
Joel.
off
Here we go.
for
Here we go.
The first baseman, number 10.
Bottom half of the third inning. First at bat for Isaac Fernandez. Pitch from Lott. Outside for ball one. Lott did a masterful job in the second inning, and for the latter half of the first, he's had 4 consecutive strikeouts.
There it
He's
is.
feeling it pretty good right there. You know, he's trying to see how far away he can get, but you can see Indy, they're coming out with some energy. They realize this is a good inning to get them right now, so they're loud.
2-0 pitch, and called strike at the bottom half of the zone to Fernandez. 2 balls, 1 strike.
If you're Fernandez, that's a good take right there, pitcher's pitch.
Now he fouls that one off to make it even up at 2 apiece.
Yeah, both pitchers are really attacking the zone here.
Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that is his 5th consecutive strikeout. He is in a zone. Mr. Lott is bringing a lot to the table.
Yeah, he is. And the back foot slider there. Beautiful pitch, well executed. It's a perfect spot.
Preston Hart, the DH. And he most likely has never seen Heart to Heart, but he may have heard about it. And we'll see if he can find out the mystery of the week. And the mystery right now is seeing if you can get a hit off of Christian Lott.
Christian Lott's is outstanding right now in the zone.
Call strike.
Maintaining his velocity too, working down angle right there.
Good pitch.
You know, good job overall. You know, by the catcher also, Medina. You know, bringing that pitch up.
That's outside. Now, you know, I'm really dating myself when I say Heart to Heart. You don't even remember that show. But there was the secret sauce in that show was they were married, private investigators, ultra rich. But the thing was, they didn't have any kids. And if my memory serves me correct, in the very last episode, Miss Hart got pregnant. And that was it. They say, okay,
Yeah.
that's it. It's over.
That makes perfect sense. You know, once the kids come in, hey, too much to do. We cannot keep going with this.
And Preston Hart does solve the mystery of how can you get a hit off of Mr. Christian Lott. He gets a walk. So
Yeah, find his way on. Very nice at bat.
Now batting the center fielder, number 2.
Look for Gray to put the ball in play here and run because he is fast. He can run. You see the corners.
All right, we're looking for something close here.
Gray looking to bunt, and he bunts it foul. Now Braylon Gray has some swag with him.
Yeah,
He doesn't have on an undershirt. He's just got his whole bird chest out, you know, and he's got his chains on. He's got some swag with him.
Yep,
You know?
that's what it is. You know, they got the 2 buttons down, and as they get more hits, buttons keep coming undone.
I wonder if he thinks hair will grow as he unbuttons the shirt. We yet to be seen.
Yeah, these youngsters, man, they really care about that swag.
And that's a called strike right over the left side of the plate. Right side of the plate, excuse me.
He's actually tying. It looks like he's in between right now, Gray, whether it's a bunt or not. Now he's going to have to swing it. You know, we'll see what happens here.
0-2 pitch to Gray. And right back over to the second baseman. They get 1, 2, and they get the double play. Great job by the defense of the White Sox seniors. We've seen dynamic pitching and now dynamic defense along with some timely hitting. It's 2-0 as we go to the top half of the 4th inning. Stay tuned.
Stop her. Is there something to drink? All right.
Leading off for Chicago, the designated hitter number 13, Shannon Ibarra.
We go to the top half of the 4th inning. 2-0 is your score in favor of the senior Chicago White Sox. Jaden Ibarra up to bat for the Sox.
Both pitchers doing a tremendous job here, staying locked in, giving their team an opportunity to either stay in the game or get back in it.
Got an 0-1 pitch coming. I'm going to check in to see if our chief umpire, Chris Irwin, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
How's it going out there? How hot is it on that turf?
The turf is definitely hot. I think you said it was 94 is probably 194.
We seen you call a couple balks here in this game. What are you seeing? Just movement after they come set? Can you hear me? James, we might have you get back on.
Start, stop.
Yeah, start, stop, yep.
Yeah, he's been.
Thank you, Chris, for that update. So that start stop is very important. You've got to come to a complete stop, and then after that, you want to be able to deliver the baseball to home plate.
Yeah, you do. And I think what he's saying, start stop is seeing that even the slightest move after you come set, it gives kind of a deceptive thing to the runner, and so he's going to call that if he sees it. That's what he's actually looking for, and he's done a good job with that. As an umpire at second base, seeing that.
Ibarra staying alive. Three-two is the count.
James, going back to how hot it is, like, you got to understand, umpires usually don't have the luxury to go in any shaded area. They kind of stay out there the whole time.
Swing and a miss and a K. That's the second consecutive strikeout coming over from the third inning into the fourth for Jaden Norris. And it seems as though both pitchers have found their groove, and it may become a K-fest.
Yeah. Yeah, James, it's a pitcher's duel. Like I said, I had a feeling this game was going to come down to who does the little things right. The White Sox haven't really seen a pitcher to this caliber.
Norris trying to make a play, and he runs into the fence. And I know Coach Boggs had his holding his breath like, don't jump into the fence.
Yeah, they're giving it all they got, man. You could tell. And Norris is out there just really taking control of the game. He's given up a couple runs early, but he's been really solid keeping his team in the game, and that's all you can ask for.
These pitchers are making our drive.
Now we've got time call.
Give him a breather after that sprint, after that ball right there.
No doubt.
That's a good baseball. Again, IQ by the catcher. Really good job there. Just giving him a little bit of a breather from, good job by Matt Locke there.
Oh, 1 pitch coming from Norris. Trailing 2-0. This one fouled off again. Medina trying to find the groove. Trying to be Super Mario. Which I can remember paying a quarter to play Super Mario.
Oh yeah, great game. I still remember playing it.
You played it at home though.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I wasn't paying no quarter.
I had to go into the arcade. And not that $1 arcade that they have today, Everything's $1 and you got cards and
inflation.
All this scanners and
inflation,
all.
That's what you said, inflation.
Quarter on top. Pow. Quarter on top of the machine. Here we go. 2-2 pitch. 1 out. And another strikeout, and that is his third consecutive strikeout coming over from the third inning into the fourth. Both pitchers have found their groove throwing the baseball.
If Indy's offense can come up with anything, this will be a really interesting game. It's going to come down to the wire. But Indy's offense got to help out Norris here. Norris has done a tremendous job.
That one a ball low. And I like Norris's demeanor. He's getting strikeouts without all of the emotional outbursts. It's so hot out here. You start screaming and hollering. By the time you get to the fifth inning, you're out. You're done.
That's a good point, James. I I was going to bring that up in terms of like conserving your energy for the right thing, which is to get these hitters out.
1, 2, 3, back-to-back innings for Indy RBI Senior Division. We're going to go down to the bottom of the fourth. They've done everything but get their bats alive. Can they turn the switch and get them ignited? Stay tuned. We'll find out.
Good job, Chris.
The second baseman, number 6, Tyler Denny.
Welcome back to live coverage of the 2026 Central Division Senior Division of the Nike MLB World Series. It is 2-0 in favor of the Chicago White Sox Senior Division. James Verrett, along with 2015 World Series champion shortstop Christian Colon. You have a lot of accolades, but I think that is the one a lot of people know. You most likely love the fact that you're a girl dad.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's my biggest achievement in life, trying to figure this out as a girl dad. And, we talked, off the air about what it's like to be a girl dad. And, I got 4.
I got 2.
Yeah, it's a lot, but, I love them. They take care of me. They keep me grounded every day. And it's good to be out here, though, and watch some good baseball, and especially this White Sox team trying to hang on to this lead here.
Christian Lott has done a masterful job. He has had 5 consecutive strikeouts, and he's trying to get a few more as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. But Tyler Denny is giving him some trouble. It's 3-1 right now. And he has to get back in this in Lott if he wants to try to get another K. This one is a chopper, and it'll go foul, which will make the count full at 3-2.
And he does right there. You get back in the count. But look for the Indy offense here to really make something happen. The time is kind of running out. They still got chances, but it's getting to that time now where they need to make something happen here. So look for them to just get some going as the top of the lineup is doing some work here.
Three-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher, but a good job by Medina to throw the ball over to Hamilton to get the out.
Christian Lott pumped up right there after that strikeout. Felt like he got behind and it came all the way back. It just shows the grit and shows the toughness of Christian Lott.
That is his 6th strikeout of the day.
Making my job very easy now.
Here comes Hudson Stewart. And that one hits the turf before it crosses the plate for ball one.
James, we saw this yesterday. Now as it gets hotter, it starts sweating more. The grip, it's not as good as it was when it first started. And you can see Christian Lott trying to get his hand to just be dry.
Fouls this one off. Makes the count even at 1-1. Rosin bags are something that some people like, some people don't like, but now they say that they have other bags that's made out of different substances other than rosin.
Yeah, with this whole entire sticky thing, they went on in MLB.
Yes.
They want to try to get away from that, and they have towels back there, but you're right. Christian Lott just trying to keep those fingers dry. It's humid out there, and so just whatever he could do to just keep them dry.
And he is committed to play at Southern University in the fall. So this type of heat he needs to get used to.
Yeah.
It's going to
be hot.
It's going to be hot when he's training in the fall. He may have a respite early in the spring, but after that it's going to be 90-plus from April on.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough to play there in New Orleans. And, in the summer it was no joke.
Full count, 3-2, 1 out. Lott already has 6 strikeouts total, 1 in this inning. Yeah, you played when they changed the name to the Baby Cakes.
Baby Cakes,
yes.
Yeah.
I remember that. Everybody was like, they going to call it what? Another strikeout? The Baby Cakes.
Yeah, Baby Cakes. And same with us. The players were like, I'm not sure if I can get behind this Baby Cake thing, just call us cake or something. But it was funny. The logo was really cool.
Yes.
Everything was really nice. But that was the first time. Yeah, the first time they brought that name out and rebuilt the brand, so to speak. And
then they moved the team.
Yeah.
Then they moved the team. And that was the whole thing behind that whole baseball swing and a miss fouled off. They wanted them to upgrade the stadium. It was brand new when they first got the Zephyrs, but they wanted them to upgrade it, and the city was like, oh, we can't. It's like the Superdome. It's a Superdome.
Yep.
What else we need to do?
Right, yeah.
But they had competition.
Yep.
And other cities wanted to have a minor league team, and they ended up going to Wichita.
Yep, they ended up leaving, and I remember playing there, and really, it would rain hard at times there, and the whole bottom of the dugout would flood.
No.
And so they needed to do some upgrades.
In New Orleans.
In New Orleans,
oh,
yes. The Wichita facility is beautiful. It's nice.
Smack brand new.
Yes.
0-2 pitch, low for ball one. And Miles did not chase that one. And I think a lot of people who are still novices to the baseball world, after a major league career may be over, you can still have a long, successful career in AAA.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I mean, you have many ways into the game. There's a lot of jobs in the baseball industry, and what a job by Lott, by the way. Another strikeout.
And that is his 7th strikeout and his 2nd inning with 3 strikeouts in the inning. Stay tuned. We come back. We'll see if Norris can match wits and strikeouts with Lott. Stay tuned. New pitcher in the top half of the 5th inning, Jaden Adorno for Indy. Jaden Norris had a good outing, only gave up 2 runs, and he had 4 strikeouts and only had 2 base on balls. And looks like we're going to take a hydration break because the temperature is about 95, 96. Want to keep safety first. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the inning. You're watching live coverage from Motley Family Field at the KC Urban Youth Academy in Kansas City. Stay tuned. welcome back to live coverage. We had a wet bulb alert. Now, I'm just going to explain this as we go now to the bottom half of the checked at the top half of the fifth inning. There is now a formula when you calculate the humidity that's in the air along with the heat, and they calculate how much heat your body can take, and it's a wet bulb. And once that wet bulb meter gets to a certain point, the NCAA, youth baseball, all of those people want to clear the field and give it time for the temperature or the wet bulb temperature to go down. We've got a couple of clouds that came in, and now we're back to playing baseball. Both sides were disappointed that an official had to come out and stop the game, but luckily, Mother Nature, we got a cloud, and now we're back to playing baseball.
Yeah, that's like I said before, James, is that I think our main priority here this weekend is to keep the kids safe. Umpires, everybody. You just certainly don't want to see someone go down because they're too hot, and they've done a good job with that.
Acevedo with a shot to center field, catch is made for out number 1.
Pitching's been outstanding from both sides. We've
gone back to the top of the lineup with Jaden Hawkins.
Jaden Adorno with a new pitcher, again, picking up right where, Norris left off, throwing strikes.
And for Hawkins, he made it on a base hit in the second, had a base on balls in the first, and he scored the first run of the game. Pitch from Adorno. And this is going to possibly drop, but center field is coming making a play, and he does. Great job. Once again, able to make the play and get out number 2, and that's Mr. Gray out there in center field.
Very impressive to see Indy's pitching staff, starting with Norris and now Adorno here. Adorno looks like he's got some velo, too, and live arm.
Well, it must be an Indy thing. Everybody's opening their shirt. I don't know.
It's hot out there, James.
That may be the new thing. I do know that Usher and Chris Brown are on tour, and they relieve themselves of their shirts on a regular basis. Over to Denny. Denny underhand and gets out number 3. 1, 2, 3. Down they go. Adorno does a good job, and now we're going to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Runs are at a premium right now, and can Indy get run number 1? We'll see. Stay tuned.
Pitch! Hey, number 1. Hey, I need that rosin bag back. I need that rosin bag back. Oh, you gotta put it back up. Yeah, when you bring it out, you gotta leave it out.
And we are here at the bottom half of the 5th inning. Time is slowly but surely starting to run out for the reigning Central Division Senior Champions, Indy RBI. They need to get some runs and quick. Right now, it has been Christian Lott who has handcuffed the Indy RBI team. He has 8 strikeouts so far in the game and had 2 innings in which he went 3 up, 3 down, all with Ks. Now Matlock trying to unlock the mystery and figure out a way to get on base, and we're still waiting on our theme music to come for Mr. Matlock.
You know, very impressive job right here by Christian Lott. When we have talked all weekend long about the offense of the White Sox, is the pitching that's looking to really win this championship. And like I've mentioned before, good defense, good pitching usually wins you a lot of championships. Timely hitting comes with that. But, man, pitching, he's been outstanding.
No doubt about it. And this is a shot, and it is a base hit.
It's a foul ball.
They call foul?
Yeah, it was foul.
There you go. He threw his hands up.
Barely foul right there. And those are the kind of, breaks that you need if you're Indy. You got to have that ball go fair right there. It would have really helped their momentum. But they feel like they, like you said, James, they're running out of time a little bit. They got to make something happen here.
1-2 is the count now to Riley Matlock. Good job by the second baseman. Nice throw, and he gets out number 1.
Really nice at bat. Really did all you could do there. Again, credit to Lott.
Fielder number 11, Jalen Wells Hernanderson.
And it is Wells Henderson that is up to bat.
Very nice, athletic-looking player here, too. Takes good swings.
Ball 1, inside pitch.
Do you feel like there's more athletes now using 2 last names?
Yes.
I feel like there is a lot more.
Yes, it is the blended family.
Yeah.
So there are young men now who are adding names to honor people who have influenced their life. I've seen a college football coach add his grandfather's name to his middle name.
That's
so
awesome.
He wants to be known from his grandfather's last name to honor him. I've seen some kids, when they have a father and a stepfather, they use both names.
That's awesome.
And right there by the third baseman, Mikey, and good scoop
pick
by Hamilton. Great job extension by Brock Hamilton to take the bounce and get out number 2. So, yes, I have seen more of that.
Yeah, and that's an awesome way to really showcase your family and really who's been a big part of your life. That's an ultimate, way of showing love right there, and it's actually pretty cool to see. Going back to that play, defense. They keep playing good defense, not giving anything away, no free bases. Very, very outstanding pick by Hamilton there.
First pitch called a ball. This one is fouled out of play to even the count at 1 apiece.
And right now, I got to tell you that Lott is telling the boys, hop on my back. I got you. I'll take you guys to the end here.
And that's a good mindset to have as he's going to go in as a freshman in a competitive Southwestern Athletic Conference that have a lot of gamers.
Yeah, they do.
They got a lot of guys who are gamers.
And are mentally tough.
Yes. So 1-2 count, 2 outs. And for Indy RBI, they're trying to get someone on base. They trail 2-0. They are the reigning Central Division champions. They are the reigning national runner-up. They were one wild pitch away from winning the Senior Division World Series last year. They're trying to make a return trip. Swing and a miss, and another K for Christian Lott. We have played 5 complete. We go to the top half of the 6th, 2 innings away from the White Sox Senior Division bringing home a championship, or will we see Indy make a triumphant comeback? Stay tuned. Back to live action. Adorno. First pitch, ball. And right now, Christian Lott on the other side for the White Sox is on pace for a shutout no-hitter.
Wow.
So I say that now so when he does come up, I don't have to say it. And then I will not be credited with a jinx. Just to give full disclosure.
That's another thing that now some of us that are older in the game know what that's like. But I really don't think now these athletes really care. They
Correct.
talk about it. You've seen it. They say, yeah, I have a no-hitter going in. Don't matter. Like, they're
Correct.
not as mental maybe as some of the athletes that I grew up in the game where
guys used to fight off the pitching coach. I'm not leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I got to stay. I want this.
Yeah.
But they're like, you've done too many pitches. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I'm good.
It's completely different, which, I was talking about this yesterday. It's like they're throwing harder, but they're going less innings because they're not finishing games, complete games, and there's more injuries. So, not sure. The Bob Gibson days are over.
Yeah. Will we ever see a return of the Frank Violas, guys throwing 70 with the greatest location known to man?
I think so. I think it'll come back eventually, because what you're seeing is that, athletes are stronger and throwing harder, and it's harder to hit, but there's a lot of walks. There's not that baseball IQ as we, talk about walks.
And
free
Jazaris Mac
passes.
Moore, he is Mac and more, and he gets a walk over to first base.
Now batting the first baseman, number 25, Brock Hamilton.
And here comes the big bat. He can really break this game open with one swing of the bat right here.
And really with Adorno now, Adorno needs to get through the toughest part of the lineup here to give the team a chance. Still 2-0.
Trying to go back to first base to get Mackmore, but he gets back safely. And they do call the half swing a full swing, and it is strike one.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, get ahead, especially, like I said, the top hitters of this lineup. You know, you just got to get ahead and maybe try to put Hamilton right here on the ground and get a double play.
Called strike, hits the outside corner for strike two. And I like the demeanor of the White Sox batters. Even when they don't get a pitch that's going their way, you don't see the pouting. You don't see the long stares at the catcher, even though the umpire looks like he could most likely break them all in two. It looks pretty good up back there. But, they are really focused on the game itself, not all the ancillary things that goes with it.
Yeah, James, really good. You know, they're even though, you know, they face some adversity, you could tell they're just calm, cool, and collected. They know what they can do. And it's fun to see at this age because you see a lot of heads down when you make a mistake or you don't get a good pitch and you don't do what you wanted to do. We really haven't seen that from this group.
That one is fouled off. Keeps the count at 1-2. When you were playing, if you could give an approximate count, how many at-bats would you have during spring training before you got to actual game number one?
I would say about 70 to 75 at-bats in spring training. And that's on the lower end, you know, just being a utility player and being a kind of a bench player. Most guys would get 100 to 120.
And it didn't matter if they struck out or not. They're still working on different things.
Spring training is exactly just getting ready, getting your timing back from being just at home in the winter. But the difference now is that guys are coming into spring training ready to compete from day one because they have some resources that they train and they can just be ready on that day. Not back in the day, you used to use those 100 at-bats to get ready for the season.
Great job by Jaden Adorno and gets Hamilton to strike out. And that's the first K of the day for Adorno.
The third baseman, number 24, Mikey Watson.
It's a beautiful mix right there, you know, by Adorno just mixing in and out, again, on the tough hitters for the White Sox. Adorno is holding them, doing a good job.
Mikey Watson, and he's going to swing. It looks like they may have had a hit and run on, and that one's going to be fouled back for strike one.
Yeah, they definitely did there, hit and run. See the coaching staff trying to open up some holes, you know, and trying to get first and third here and just create something because they've been held to 2 runs that they score in the first 2 innings.
One out, 0-1 pitch now coming to Mikey Watson. Adorno trying to keep Mackmore on first base. And let's remember, Mackmore is a long body. He's 6'2", 195. So his long lead doesn't look as long when he stretches his body out. And you see how he has that arm out there. So he's already halfway to first base just on stretching that arm out.
Yeah, big kid. He's, again, he's got good speed because the strides are so long. And look for him here to, again, stay aggressive and try to get to second base. Outstanding job so far by Adorno, again, just coming in and holding this group to just 2 runs.
Chopper, call it fair, and they get the out.
No panic in that right there. Originally, we thought it was going to be trouble with the speed, right there of Watson, but no panic by the defense.
Ibarra up to bat next, looking for his first hit of the day. Mackmore trying to get a larger lead. Here's the delivery. Outside for ball one. Not sure if Adorno could hear those footsteps hitting the turf as he was getting ready to deliver.
Yeah, you can see, Miles right there trying to get back behind the runner, Mackmore. But, it's just we got to focus on the hitter here. You can't let this run come in.
Good job by the catcher to paint that one for strike one.
Yeah, if I'm Indy, the coaches, the defense, letting my pitcher know, Adorno, hey, let's get the hitter. Let's make sure we get this hitter now. We can go back in and regroup. It's getting hot. Do not lose this hitter right here.
1-1 pitch, 2 outs to Ibarra. Time call.
Now, you don't want, in this situation, we don't want the middle infielders both to be trying, especially with 2 outs, trying to cover or hold Mackmore. I mean, you can open up the whole field, right? So, right here, I'm a little concerned seeing that with both guys play up the middle.
Nice shot and went right over there where possibly the shortstop could have been. Mackmore will score from second base, sliding in head first. And Ibarra gets credit for the RBI, and he gets a single.
Right there, that's a backbreaker because late in the game you give up one with 2 outs when you felt like you could have got out of the inning. An outstanding job, pushing right there. Hitting that ball really hard. Again, that right there is why the White Sox are so hard to beat, because they just do everything and they take advantage of those runners in scoring position.
Medina will take the first pitch, called strike.
And that's why the focus had to be on the hitter. Right there, that was your guy. There's no reason to even look at second. Let him steal third. It's 2 outs. The infielders need to, be out and get an out so we can go back in. But
is that something that you practice in the bullpen as far as a mental rep, or do you do that in a game simulation when you're talking about practice?
Well, I think you could do both. You could, put yourself in that environment in the bullpen. But usually, as a team and coaches reminding you, hey, let's focus on the hitter here. This is what we need right now to get back in the dugout, because that's the last thing you want is to lose that guy or have that guy get a good pitch to hit right there.
Even though this group is a senior division, they're still young in the baseball game. Who defensively has to go tell the pitcher, don't worry about anything else?
I mean, it could be from –
Welcome back to live coverage of the 2026 Nike MLB RBI Central Division Senior Championship, bottom half of the 6th inning. James Verrett, along with 2014 American League pennant champion Christian Colon, and just like that, number 10, Isaac Fernandez, leads off with a single to right center.
As we get closer here to the end, you can tell the atmosphere here is starting to – it's something in the air. Indy opens up with the hit, and that dugout was riled up and ready to go, trying to score this, tie this game up.
Preston Hart, the DH, fouls that one off.
They're a little bit more aggressive on the offensive side here. They know they don't have much time.
Time is running out, even though there's no time limit on this game, but they're running out of innings. They need to get 3 to tie it up, 4 for the lead, but they're looking for their first run of the game. Fouls that one up in the air. First baseman Brock Hamilton calls it. In foul territory, gets out number 1.
That's how you do it. You call it early, you get underneath, and you use 2 hands. Perfect. Fundamentally, really nice here. Look for, again, a bunt here. Put pressure on the defense.
Braylon Gray trying to open up this game and get a run on the board with Fernandez still at first base. 1 out. Right back up the middle. Good job. Gets 1, 2, and the second double play of the game for the White Sox Senior Division, and they get out of this one pretty quick. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, momentum shifter right there, right up the middle. You can see just kind of take the wind out of them. And the White Sox, man, they're feeling pretty good about what's happening here now.
And that was Gavin Jones, the shortstop, doing a great job catching that ball from the shortstop position. Stay tuned. We come back. We go to the top half of the 7th inning. 1 inning away to deciding the champion. And right now it's in the hands of the White Sox Senior Division. Stay tuned. Top half of the 7th inning, 3-0 is your score. James Verrett, along with former Double-A minor league manager Christian Colon. Now, Christian, I've said that you World Series, American League pennant, 3-time All-American, Team USA, girl dad, Double-A manager, and now broadcaster.
Yeah, I'm dipping my toes in this, and I've enjoyed my time. You know, you guys make it easy to come out here and work. You know, just want to thank Dee for the opportunity and everybody at the Urban Youth Academy here in Kansas City. It's been a great weekend, and I look forward to maybe continuing to do something.
I think you have a future in it. Don't give up on it. I know you'll be coaching high school baseball, but I think you do have a future as a broadcaster.
I appreciate that, James.
Yes.
And honestly, I've learned a lot from working with you and AA and just getting the reps is what's important. As I try to figure out what is it that I want to kind of stick with it with long term, but I've had fun and I enjoy it.
2-1 is the count. Pitch. Now on a little outside. 3-1.
I know he gave up a run last inning, but I really like his arm. Adorno here coming in, flashing, from really good velo, decent command, really good.
3-1 pitch coming to Gamboa. And he earns a walk.
Usually, walks, leadoff walks, they come around and score.
Nine-hole hitter, Eric Acevedo.
Number 3, Eric Acevedo.
They're trying to make a return trip to Florida. They missed out last year because they were upset by this Indy RBI team who made it all the way to the championship final of the World Series. Bunt by Acevedo. Adorno bobbles the ball. And you know what? That's a bobble you can accept because they already had a runner on second base.
Yeah, right there. Everybody's covering a base. The bunt was actually really hard towards shortstop, which actually, if you look at it on paper, out here, you think, well, it's not the best of bunts, but it found a hole and actually worked out for the White Sox. Just getting it by the pitcher right there. Now they're in serious business here with nobody out and 2 runners on and the top of their lineup coming up.
Jaden Hawkins, he walked and scored a run. Time is called by Hawkins. A great game played by both teams. Christian Lott for the White Sox may be their MVP because he has kept them scoreless and only allowed 1 hit for the entire game, has 7 or 8 strikeouts.
They've been dominant.
This one is fouled off.
This one right here, if I am Hawkins, I want to make sure that if I'm going to bunt, I can give myself up. It's not so much for a base hit. I know you want to get a knock, but it's okay to square up a little earlier and make sure you put that ball down. And you might, with your speed, you might get infield hit anyways. Trying to get on the same page here. Again, really important inning. They can't afford to give up any more runs, and it's still a game. This is still a close game.
Medina getting a short lead at second base. Nobody's holding him on. Here's the pitch. Outside, catcher doing a good job of trying to use fear to get him over there, and he was looking for his shortstop to get over there and help him out.
Yeah, you see Miles right there just telling the catcher, let's calm down. Don't try to pick anybody off right now. We have to get a ground ball here and turn a double play.
1-1 pitch now coming from Adorno. Ball on the outside. You saw the first baseman, Fernandez, coming up expecting a bunt. And he's got to be ready because that's a left-handed batter. You don't want to get a line shot coming at you, especially when you're coming up for a bunt.
Yeah, I think, obviously they have to get an out here. And for Adorno, the worst thing you can do is not throw strikes here. We need you to throw strikes so you can take that out.
Call strike. And to me, it's amazing that these two programs have dominated so much because this is really the essence of the urban academies that they have, because a lot of these places, they don't have the land mass to have multiple fields, indoor facilities like we do here at the KC Urban Academy. So a lot of the kids who don't live out in the suburbs, if they don't have this academy, they're not playing baseball.
That's impressive. That's impressive, as you mentioned.
Swing and a miss. And he gets the K. Good job by Adorno.
Yeah, Adorno right there just coming in. It's just mixing everything up.
The shortstop, number 22, Gavin Jones.
That might be the at-bat of the inning if you really think about it, because now they can really get a ground ball and get out of the inning.
Gavin Jones trying to keep this one alive. We got one out. Runners on first and second. Time is called.
Trying to change the looks. This is the awareness that some of the other teams didn't have. The baseball IQ and the awareness that know the situation, there's one out. Now you possibly could have a double steal here, and it takes you away from getting a ground ball and getting a double play. That's exactly what they don't want to have. They don't want to happen.
Outside.
And if you're the offense, you're putting pressure on the defense, and it's going to be harder to throw strikes right here too. As he's kind of worried about the runners and the hitters.
Time is called just so pitcher and catcher can get on the same page. Head umpires walking out there to let them know, hey, we got to get this thing moving. We're all hot out here. It's 90+ for everybody.
Yeah. They want to make sure they're on the same page, but you could tell that let's do it quickly.
So 1 ball, no strikes. Gavin Jones in the box. 1-0 pitch from Adorno. Inside for ball number 2.
Jones now got him right where he wants him. 2-0 count. Look for a fastball here and put your best swing on it.
And that's a ball high. 3-0. He's got to fight to get back into this count. If you're Jaden Adorno.
Yeah, he's done a good job up until this point. I don't know if there's a little bit of fatigue going on, but he's shown that he can get right back in this count because this stuff is that good.
Called strike on the outside corner, makes the count 3-1. 1 runner in the first, 1 run in the second, 1 run in the sixth for the White Sox senior division. They're trying to avenge a loss to the Indy RBI team. And that Indy RBI team took the Central Division all the way to the World Series final. Time is called again by Jones.
Yeah, they're trying to get on the same page. And Jones, just don't want to sit there. But this is really good. It's really important pitches coming up here of the game,
The pitch. Called strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. 1 out, runners on first and second. Gavin Jones looking for his first hit of the game. Here's a pitch. And this one goes into left field. Catch is made, and no one will try to advance on the tag.
There is Adorno backing up the play really good, really nice. And coming back all the way into the count right there to get, Jones to fly out. Outstanding job by the pitcher. He has a chance here to get his team back in the dugout and keep it a ball game.
Jazaris Mackmore, who scored in the 6th inning.
The right fielder, number 21, Jazaris Mackmore.
Mack has his own beat. He has a beat. He has some rhythm already in the box. And Adorno says, I'm not going to pitch until you stop moving. I'm going to try to get you off beat.
Yeah, they're just playing with the rhythm now, trying to make sure, everybody doesn't feel comfortable.
He's getting a groove. See, look. Groove. I don't know what song he's going to, but he's trying to find his rhythm. And the rhythm works for Mack, who brings more. 1 run will score. And they get their 4th run of the game. Jazaris Mackmore seems as though that rhythm works for him.
Yeah, he's another good hit right there. I mean, huge RBI with 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 25, Brock Hamilton.
We've seen this White Sox team, put 7, 8 runs on the board, but they just had different ways to beat you.
Yes.
Now you're looking at a 4-0 game with, right there 2 outs. Feel like you can get away. You can get the inning done, and now you're looking at a 4-0 game.
Outside for ball 1.
It's tough for Indy right there, just let the momentum right back to the White Sox.
Swing and a miss. Big swing by Hamilton.
He does not get cheated.
No.
He wants to make sure I'm big, but I could swing it, man. I could just get that ball up in front, and he tries to pull it.
Yeah. One pitch coming from Jaden. Time is called by Hamilton. How dynamic will he be once he learns how to hit it opposite field consistently?
That's as he gets older, that's what we're looking for, right? For him to really take what the pitcher gives him and hit in that gap, because the power is there.
Correct.
What he's got to do is hit the gaps.
1-1 pitch. Big swing again, makes the count 1-2. Now, it looks like to me he's swinging a little bit too big for the moment. He doesn't realize just a tap will do.
And usually, you don't with the body like that and how strong you've been through this tournament, you do not have to overswing. If you touch the ball, it'll go. You got enough power. But something I noticed there, I feel like Indy and they know the catcher knows that they've been kind of getting that fastball by him and look for him to stick with it right here.
And another one, and Jaden is fired up. Gets the K and gets out of the inning, his second strikeout of the inning. And now we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is go time for Indy RBI Senior Division. If they want to try to repeat as champions, punch their ticket for a second year in a row to Florida, they've got to get 4 runs now. Stay tuned. We'll see if they can get 4 or will Mr. Lott shut the door. Stay tuned.
Leading off for Indy, the second baseman, number 6, Tyler Denny.
It comes down to this right now for Indy RBI Senior Division. Tyler Denny, the top of the order, going up against Christian Lott, who has pitched a masterful game. James Verrett, along with 2015 World Series champion and new head coach of McDonald County High School in Missouri, Christian Colon. And Christian, we have seen a great game so far.
Oh, yeah, it's been outstanding.
And great catch by Gavin Jones from the shortstop position. Your grade on that dive?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he had to, but he made it look really nice right there.
A little dramatic.
Yeah.
Number 26, Hudson Stewart.
What I've enjoyed about this game, James, is the fact that we haven't really seen the White Sox get challenged, even kept to 4 runs in this tournament. And when their pitchers have had to step up, I mean, Christian Lott answered the bell. This is an outstanding job so far. And, they show you they're a complete team to take it all the way to Florida.
Chopper, high. Acevedo jumps up, makes a throw. Not in time. The ball is dropped by Hamilton. So he would have been safe anyway, even if the throw was in time.
If you're the Indy team, this is exactly what you need, just to get a break and see if you can, put together tough ABs, put together some hits, maybe some free passes. We'll see.
Lott seems unfazed by the hit. He's looking over at first base at Stewart, but now looking at Miles. Jerron Miles, good job by the catcher Medina. First pitch called a ball.
Yeah, there's not a lot of things that are bothering Lott right now. He's been in the groove. He was been out of the windup for a while now. Maybe a little different look out of the stretch.
Grounder over to Acevedo. Nice throw, out number 2, and they are 1 out away from punching their ticket to Florida. And now it'll be up to Riley Matlock.
Number 14, Riley Matlock.
So now Matlock has to do what it takes, whatever it takes, to try to keep this inning alive.
Yeah, I've been there many times when I played, being the last out of a championship game. It's definitely, you don't want to be, hanging on to that feeling after the game. So look for him to do anything possible to pass the at-bat over to the on-deck hitter.
First pitch from Lott, and this is a strike. Looks like it's going to fall, and it does. Matlock cracks the code. 1 run will score. Here comes Matlock. He's trying to go to third base. He's stretching it, and he slides in with a triple. Great job by Matlock, and his theme music is on its way.
Oh, Indy saying not so fast. We still got life in this. Outstanding swing there. Split the gap. And as we've seen all tournament, once that ball gets in the gap, it's a triple.
So now pitching coach is trying to walk up and talk to Lott. And I know Lott is most likely going to tell him, I'm not ready to leave.
Yeah. No, they're just giving him a break here, a breather, stopping the momentum. And there are your trumpets.
There we go. And they do have Jose Rodriguez, a right-handed pitcher, in the bullpen just in case. And let the trumpets play.
What an electric entrance by Edwin Diaz when he came out with this trumpet.
And we do have a courtesy runner, Sean Anglin.
Now batting for Indy, the right fielder, number 11, Jalen Wells Henderson.
And now Jalen Wells Henderson up to bat. Swing and a miss, and Lott looks like he's locked in again. All he needs is 2 more strikes, and this game's over.
Well, James, to your point, I think the coach going out there and slowing him down really helped him right there. Just we still got the lead. There's no need to panic.
One pitch now coming from Christian Lott. That's on the outside. Makes the count 2-1. Lott has 9 strikeouts on the day. He's given up 1 run off of 2 hits. Make that 3 hits. And 1 walk. Not a bad day.
Not at all. I mean, he answered the call. And right here, he's facing some adversity towards the end of the game. Maybe some fatigue. It's hot, but he's looking to finish it off here.
Call strike, and John Wells Henderson threw that bat thinking he was getting on first base. Now the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Wells Henderson there. You got to take that pitch. That's the pitcher's pitch. A good job. Now you got to win this one here.
3-2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on third. And strike 3, and that's the ball game. Christian Lott and the Chicago White Sox RBI Senior Division are champs once again of the Central Division with a 4-1 win over the Indy RBI team. Revenge has come to the White Sox as the Indy RBI team relinquishes their reign over the Central Division.
And what a performance by Christian Lott. That was the most emotion he ever showed the whole game right there when he got it done. And, give him credit. They really focused on what they had to do, task at hand, and they got it done. And they're heading to Florida, both junior and senior division.
They said it's about tradition. They've created that tradition. You've got to give credit to Indy RBI team. They came and put up a whale of a game. Their two pitchers were outstanding in Norris and Adorno. They did a great job.
Yeah, they did.
And it was, I think, too much of Christian Lott, who was masterful, able to get back-to-back innings with strikeouts. It was too much of their timely hitting, and they were able to play mistake-free baseball.
Yeah, James, they really it was really impressive seeing them, how they got to the end here, slugging, scoring a lot of runs, and then to get challenged with a closer ball game and coming out on top, showing they can pitch and they can do the little things to also win it in the senior division. It was really very impressive. As you mentioned, it was the timely hitting and the performance by Christian Lott to really seal this championship day for their organization.
We'll take a break. We're going to stay on and keep on going just a little while longer as we have the award ceremony that'll be coming up shortly. And this is always a fun time because they have the banners presentation. This is something that they place in their facility. They can put it on the outfield wall wherever they feel that it's necessary to go. But it's a testament to their hard work.
Absolutely. That's, the coaches that put in so many hours, the players themselves, they, this is brotherhood, and they know what this means. This means that right before school, they get to go to a trip in Florida and compete for the national title, and that is, something that you'll never forget. If you're with your friends and you are on the road, it's an experience that you'll never forget.
No doubt about it. And these young men, they said they were on the revenge tour because they felt as if they should have played a better game last season. They did not. It was Indy RBI who earned it, and they took it all the way to the championship game. So their feeling is if we beat the national finalists from last year, we have just as good a shot as any to take it to the national finals this season.
Yeah, this is a little bit of revenge. These teams have gone, toe-to-toe, back and forth, for the last 2 years, and now the White Sox come on top this year. But, again, really good job by Indy on both divisions to really get here and showcase their talent as well. I know there's going to be some upset, players, but they really did a good job. And at the end of the day, everybody stay healthy, and you got to congratulate, the White Sox organization from top to bottom, junior and senior division champs here today.
It's been a great weekend of baseball, Friday, Saturday, Sunday at a spectacular facility. You got to give credit to the KC Urban Youth Academy for the last 2 seasons. They've put this on. And you got to think about it. The city has just wrapped up World Cup competition, but they were still able to put on a fantastic show, even though it's definitely not on the same level with the World Cup. But they gave them a Cadillac treatment here at the KC Urban Youth Academy. Great-looking facility, always clean, always nice, always secure, and we thank them definitely for everything that they've done.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be here. Like you mentioned, there's been a lot of things going on in the city of Kansas City, a lot of hosting, and, they did a tremendous job here. As we see, the players are getting ready to dump some water on a few of the White Sox members here. And this is where it gets fun because it's hot, and, this is kind of a payback, too, for the coaches. The players are dying to do this.
Yeah, you got to thank the New York Giants and Bill Parcells. They made this, which was something that may have been done at some point in time, but they made it. There we go. A thing.
Yeah, they made it a thing.
And now it's been well over 30 years, and now every sport has an opportunity. Even some, they use confetti in a place where they can't use water.
Yeah.
But it's a sign that, hey, Coach, thank you for your hard work. And now coaches embrace it. They're like, yeah, except when it's cold.
Absolutely, absolutely, James. And that's really the icing on the cake, and telling them, we appreciate you, Coach. We appreciate everything you've done for us. And, Salvador Perez is actually, another guy that keeps it going.
Yes,
in Kansas City, the Splash, Salvi Splash. But, what a season that, again, you could tell they have more business to handle here in Florida. They feel like they're a very good team in both divisions. And, they really showed it today. Christian Lott, what an outstanding performance. Calm, cool, and collected throughout the game until he got that final out. Really nice to see.
No doubt about it. They have 4 young men who have already committed to go to college. A lot will be a freshman at Southern University. You've got Medina, who will be at Davenport University, and you have Rodriguez going to Lakeland College. And then you have Mikey Watson, who will be at the University of Illinois at Chicago. And that's saying a lot, because those young men, yes, with the backflip. There you go. They could have easily said, you know what, I've gotten what I wanted out of this program. Hey, man, I'm going to college. I don't have time for this. But they had some unfinished business, as they said. And plus, I mean, of course, you're getting a paid trip to go to Florida. Who doesn't want to miss that? So he'll have a closer clock on him, because he has to wrap up and then quickly go to Louisiana to go to school, along with the young men going to Davenport and also Lakeland College. For Mikey Watson, he's a class of 2027. Who knows? He's committed to Illinois, Chicago. He may, somebody watch this tape and say, hey, I need Mikey down here on my team or up here on my team. And those commitments can change. And
with such a good point.
The world of NIL.
That's what I was going to bring up. There's such a good point, because there are options now. And, yes, you gave your commitment to Southern, but you never know what's out there, who's watching. And with this performance, as we take it down to the field here for an interview.
All right, let's go down to Will Washington with the winning coach. Will, you're up.
Thank you, guys. And I'm here with Coach Joe Vaughn, winner of the Central Region MLB. Just what a game, man.
Yeah,
4-1.
awesome.
I mean, Indy tried to come back there late, and your team just held it in. Number 29 on the mound. He had the mound visit and got the strikeout for the final out. And how you just feeling?
Oh, feeling ecstatic right now, man.
Yes,
I mean, it was a grind. We talked about this, before we came down here, that it's the revenge tour.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to come in laser focused, do what we're supposed to do, pitch, defend, offensively, execute when some runners in scoring position.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we did. Took care of business.
Yes, sir. And prevented Indy from making it to Vero Beach for the second time in 2 years. And also in the junior division, your White Sox side beat the Indy RBI team as well. So
so we got both of them going down. So it's gonna be a fun airplane ride.
Oh yeah. And what are you really gonna tell your guys as you guys head back to Chicago on that 8-hour bus ride? And
just basically, let them get something to eat first,
right,
calm down, from the celebration. But then I'm gonna let them know, like, job's not done yet.
Exactly.
We got to go down to Vero Beach and we got to take care of business. We're not done. The goal is not done. We got to finish what we started.
And anything you would like to tell your family back home?
I'll say hello to my wife, Tanil, my kids, Brooklyn and Mackenzie. I love y'all. I'll see you in about 8 to 9 hours.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're good.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Will, and thanks a lot, Coach. Congratulations to Coach and the White Sox Senior Division as they will move on to Florida. Christian, your final thoughts on today and the entire weekend of baseball.
Well, James, here, it's been great. Final thoughts on this. I really love how the competition really just turned out here. From first pitch all the way down to the championship game. The kids, you could tell they wanted it. They came out here with the true passion and true love for the game, and they got it done. The White Sox teams, they came in, look really good offensively. They have some studs on their teams that are going to possibly have a future in this game. But a lot of talent, a lot of kids that fundamentally they did a tremendous job too, in good coaching. I take that. I love coaching. I see coaches, put in the time and the effort, and the parents also, shutting out the parents to come here and the sacrifices that they make. So overall, a great weekend. I had a blast. James, thank you for everything. Shout out to AA too for helping, and D for the opportunity to be here. So I thank you. Obviously, the Youth Academy, Urban Youth Academy as well, tremendous job, and the Royals Foundation. So thank you. It was a pleasure.
Well, we thank you because a lot of times when you have players who have World Series rings, they sort of, hide out and say, you know what, I'm done with baseball. I'm done with that life. I really don't want to come out to a younger league, and some people would say, wow, how did you get him? But I'm happy that your passion and love for the sport, your passion and love for the city of Kansas City, for the Royals organization to come out here and support the development and the continued development of baseball with the Major League and Nike. We thank you for having us. We thank everybody for joining us today. It was a great tournament. It was great having you. I think you have a future in broadcast.
Thank you.
So we will say goodbye from Kansas City, from Motley Family Field in Kansas City at the Kansas City Urban Youth Academy. 2 teams from Chicago. The Chicago White Sox senior and junior division teams have punched their ticket. We thank you for watching, and you have a great Sunday.